The 2025 Spanish Grand Prix delivered a spectacle of strategy, skill, and unexpected drama. Under the scorching Barcelona sun, McLaren showcased dominance with a remarkable 1-2 finish, while tensions flared in the midfield. Let's delve into the immediate reactions and behind-the-scenes moments from the top three drivers. From pole position, Oscar Piastri led every lap, securing his fifth victory of the season and extending his championship lead. Teammate Lando Norris provided a strong challenge, ensuring McLaren's 1-2 finish in Spain. Ferrari's Charles Leclerc clinched third, capitalizing on late race incidents that reshuffled the standings.
And the lights, I know something else.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Did your balance change a lot from the beginning of the race to the end of the race? Not so much. For me, it was unbelievable.
Really?
I don't know what happened. Like first two stints, I was really happy. And then I went for the last medium and I was nowhere compared to
To glass back up the same stuff.
Yeah.
Just from like the first 5 laps of the stints to the end, with like the difference was crazy. Every tire is not the same. No, you got a lot closer to making the 3 walk.
Ultimately finished 6th.
Yeah. And I think he over.
Yeah, 3 was pretty good. 3 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue flags are a bit mad.
Whoa.
It was terrible today. But there was one where.
Look at that.
Oh my god!
And then we
You almost
touched.
touched here, no?
Now we touched here.
Oh, look, you just.
I was just trying to make
You
some
did
things.
you just did it.
But hey, how bad? How? They got a penalty for that?
And then it passed. Oh.
Oh!
God.
Oh my god.
I've done that before in Mario Kart.
How bad was it when you went on the marbles though?
Mate.
I passed
The
Cole
vibrations.
on the straight. I tried to turn for turn 1 as well.
Oscar, I've got very little written about your race because there was so much else going on. You got away, you controlled it. It's been an incredibly dominant weekend. How are you feeling?
Very proud, very satisfied. Yeah, I don't have much more to add. It's been a really good weekend from basically start to finish. FP2 to now, it's been pretty much perfect. So we executed everything we needed to today. A great start, managed the first stint well, good pit stops, stuck to our guns on our strategy, and we executed it pretty much perfectly, so I can't ask for more.
We heard you on the radio in the formation lap. They were saying the timing was a tiny bit late on the clutch on the first one you did when you went out for that, and you absolutely nailed the second one. Is it these tiny details that are creating this championship lead?
Definitely, yes. But I mean, that's a normal bit of feedback. You always try and get the clutch drop exactly where the engineers said it. But there's a human element, so you just try and do a better job. But no, I think we're always on those details, and I think this weekend in particular we've done a very good job of finding every bit we can. I think Friday we thought quite a few teams were in the mix with us, and after Saturday I think we felt like we found some more. So that was very satisfying, and I think today we had really strong pace.
I have to ask you about what you saw in the cool-down room, because obviously we hear what's said in there, and you guys saw the incident with Max and George. What's your take on it?
I mean, I kind of need a bit more context around it. It obviously saw Max went off at turn 2, but I didn't really understand what went on at turn 5. Like, I didn't know if it was a misunderstanding or what, but I'll have a look later.
So you don't want to comment?
I don't really know what happened apart from they crashed into each other. So I'm not going to comment on something I don't know about.
Okay, that's fair enough. Thanks, that's good.
Was that you and Max together? It was. I can't believe you turned on him like that. That was crazy.
Well, I have to ask you that because we saw you guys watching it in the cool-down room, and you said you've
George
done
should
that
have
in
gone a
Mario
penalty. It's
Kart.
clear.
You said you've seen that in Mario Kart, but not on the track before. What did you make of it when you guys
they
saw
heard that?
it? Yeah, we heard it.
Right. No comment.
You've raced alongside Max. You've tried to get past Max in the past. Do you think he feels people are finding ways to get past him now?
My race was very good today, and the team had a great one too. I was happy with my pace. Just too difficult to follow around a track like this. So, yeah.
I'll put another spin on it then. If kids are watching and they go karting and they try and move on that, they've seen that on a Formula One race. Is it an example that should be set?
That's not for me to say. You know the answer.
Okay. I think I do, but I can't say that. I'm not a racer. I'm not a Formula One
Neither
driver.
can I.
Can you understand being in the car and being frustrated?
Of course, I get frustrated all the time. That's life, you know. That's sport. But yeah.
Let's talk about your start, because unfortunately you got ahead. You lost about 4 seconds, we reckon, in total by that. So is that what cost you a win today, or challenging Oscar for the win today, do you think, or was it not there?
That's difficult to say. You know, I think maybe it lost me out some opportunity to try to. I don't think it cost me the win. You know, Oscar was quick when he needed to be. He was always saving it. He had clean air. You know, it's not like I was half a second a lap quicker than Oscar. There's a couple hundredths, maybe a tenth at times that splits us, and as soon as you get within 3 seconds, you're easily losing 1/10. So it was just the dirty air cost me more than anything. I had my chances to try and catch back up. It was just not, especially around this track with the tires screaming for help all the time. It's just not possible. So yeah, I mean, I maybe lost out some opportunities to attack a little bit more and put him under a bit more pressure, but I don't think necessarily a win was possible today.
Thank you, Lando. Thanks. Charles, you said you sacrificed Saturday for Sunday, and it did pay off in the end. Firstly, let's start with that and not how that last stint was, and just tell me, did you create that podium today by yesterday, or what you did yesterday, do you believe?
I think so. Because the first stint was super strong, and for me was super strong because we had that tire that we didn't use yesterday. I mean, on the TV page, maybe you were seeing scrap tire, but it was only a tire that had done an out and an in yesterday, so it was basically a new tire. And I absolutely didn't want to use that tire in qualifying in Q3. We could have, but I chose not to for today. And I think that is really the game changer for today. The second medium was worse than what I expected. I think P4 would have been possible. But luckily there was a safety car at the end. In Imola we were on the unlucky side of things. Today we were on the lucky side of things, and I'm happy to get the podium.
You said on the radio, there's an explanation for this. I don't know what it is, but there's going to be an explanation. What do you mean? Do you mean that the team's just got to find out why the balance shifted so much in that last stint, or what's...
No, I know exactly the limitations for whatever reason, and we need to understand that changed massively from the first stint to the last stint. And the limitations were just a lot more difficult to manage in the last stint, and that's why we were losing a lot of pace compared to the first stint. We need to understand why, but I've got an explanation for it, so we'll discuss with the team.
With McLaren's commanding performance and the championship battle intensifying, the season promises more excitement ahead. Stay tuned for more insights and analysis as we continue to follow the 2025 Formula One season.